Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be solving LeetCode 67, which is add binary. This is marked as an easy problem, but feel free to pause the video to read through the problem, but we're going to explain through the examples. So in this case, we're given two numbers, a equals 1, 1, and b equals 1. Keep in mind that these numbers are of different lengths, and this is going to be important, just the fact that they have different lengths. So first thing to do is to append a 0 to b, or whoever the smaller guy is in terms of length, just to make sure they have equal length. And then we're gonna have to do the addition, okay? But keep in mind we want to add these guys as a binary string, okay? So 1 plus 1 equals 2. Obviously 2 can't be represented in binary as 2. It has to be represented as 0, 1. That's 2 in binary. Okay, meaning to get the actual number 2 in decimal to binary, okay, our answer which is going to be 0. And how do we get 0? By 2 modulus 2. That's how we get 0, okay, because the modulus is just the remainder once you divide, and 2 divided by 2 is 0. But now there's also, keep in mind, there's a carry, okay? There's a number that's going to have to be carried to the other side. And how do we get the carry? The carry is by whatever answer we have, floor divided by 2. In this case, 2 floor divided by 2 is 1, because 2 divided by 2 is 1. So that gives us both the carry and the actual number. So that's how we have, once we have 1 plus 1, as we have in A and B, it gives us 0. And that carry of 1 is going to be shifted to the next bit, which is the bit to the left. And then that's 1 plus 1. That's also 0. Then we still have a carry a second time, which is going to be shifted 1 bit over. And then we're just going to write him down. See the carry shifted left? We're just going to write him down. So that gives us 4. So 3 plus 1 is 4. So let's put this to code and see what is actually going on, just so we can understand, because again, this is a coding challenge. So let's see what's going on. So first I'm going to define a variable called results. Okay, this guy is just going to help me keep track of what the final answer is. Okay, it's called results, straightforward. And then carry, we're going to set him equal 0 for now. But again, just kind of like we explained, we're gonna have to carry a bit if it's a 1 plus a 1, because we can't write, our result has to be in decimal. So again, whenever we add from the back. So this means we're gonna have to reverse A and B, and this is in this line we're reversing A and B and saving it back to A and B. So again, this is all because we add from the back. This is exactly how you reverse strings in Python. Keep in mind, A and B are both strings at this point. So now we use a for loop. But how long do we iterate? Remember, we had the example where A and B had different lengths, and we had to append a 0 to the front of B just so it matched the length. Okay, so in this case, we obviously want to iterate as long as the longest guy, or the longer guy, since there's only 2. So we say max between length of A and length of B. So whoever the longer guy is, that's who we're going to iterate as long as and perform whatever algorithm we're performing. Now we're going to create two variables. The first one I'm going to call digit A, okay, and it's just going to be simply equal to A of I. Keep in mind we've reversed A and B, okay, but it's going to be A of I. However, what happens if A is the smaller guy? What happens if A has only 1 character but B has 2, 3, 4, 10 characters? What do we do? So we have to put an if statement saying if return A, actually digit A equals A of I, if I is less than the length of A. This is to protect us from going out of bound of the array, okay? But however, if I is not less than length of A, if it's greater, then just put a 0 there, okay? This same thing we just did for A, for digit A, we're gonna do the exact same for digit B, okay? Just copy and paste it. Bam, we have digit B. Let's just say change A to B, A of I to B of I, length of A to length of B. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. So now we want to add both numbers. Okay, so pretty much create a variable called total, set it equal to digit A, okay, plus digit B. Again, we're also gonna have to add our carry. Keep in mind, just like the example we solved, we had our carry. We have to add him whatever it is. But also keep in mind, digit A and digit B are both strings, okay? Obviously, that is just going to do a string append, so we need to typecast them to integers so we can do an actual addition, right? typecast them to integers. So once we have this, okay, once we have this, now we want to stack to add to our results. Okay, so keep in mind, remember we reversed both A and B. So this will mean whatever we get, we have to append into the front of this result, and you'll see why in a second, like whenever we get towards the end of this video. So results is just going to be, first we're going to have to convert him back to a string. Okay, but anyways, like we explained on the paper, result is just going to be the modulus, total modulus 2. Okay, why? Because modulus gives us the remainder. Okay, and if say total equals 2 remainder 2 is 0, 2 modulus 2, the remainder is 0. So that way, just like exactly like we explained on the paper. Okay, for the carry, it's going to be a floor divide, but again, like we said, we're going to append this to the front of whatever result was. Okay, just because again, addition is done from the back, and we've already taken care of that by actually reversing the string A and B. Okay, so that's for result. But also we're gonna have to update our carry somehow. Okay, and how? Kind of like we explained on the white paper too. Our carry is just gonna be equal to our total floor divide, okay, by 2. Okay, when you floor divide, just in the case where our total is maybe 1 or 3, if you floor divide 2 by 2, that gives us 1. If you floor divide 2 by 3, that gives us 1. So that just gives us what bit we're carrying over to the next one. Now, at this point, we'll have, whenever the for loop finishes, okay, what happens if we have a carry still hanging out after we're done? Kind of like this example, we have adding 3 and 1. So we want to write an if statement saying, if at the end of the loop, our carry value is equal 1, not 0, if it's equal 1, then we want to append a 1 to the start of our results. Okay, keep in mind result is a string, so we just want to add a 1 in front of him if this is the case. Okay, so this is the representation. Then at the end of this if statement, once we're done adding, if we have to, we just return our result actually, so which should be correct. So let's go ahead and submit him and see what's up, see what's going on. Bam. Okay, faster than 76.3%, memory 78. This is pretty good. This is very good. So I'll take this any day of the week. Okay, as always, we like to take our code one step further and visualize it just to kind of see what's actually going on. You know, it always helps. So this is the same code. I just created a driver code and added it to it just from the example we were given. I just took that, added a driver code just to call this function. So first, okay, we initialize the global frame, call the function, pass A and B into the function. So now we're looking at the scope of the function, add binary. Okay, keep in mind the green is the line that just executed, while red is the line that's going to execute next. So now we define our results, an empty string. Then carry, we're going to initialize our carry to 0. Okay, so now we just reversed A and B. You can see it, because if you look in the scope, A and B have been reversed, compare them to outside of the scope of the function. Okay, A and B, they're literally the flip of each other. So that's the green line where we reverse them. Okay, so next we're going to go through our for loop. Okay, we're going to iterate. Since they're both the same size, it doesn't matter, we're going to iterate 4 times. Okay, so we initialize our carry to 0. I is 0 because it's for loop is start. Our digit A is just going to be A of I. Keep in mind we're using A and B inside of the function scope, but so it's just 0 and 1. 0 plus 1 plus 0 is just 1, because total equals digit A plus digit B plus carry. Okay, that's it. So next we're going to have to update our carry. Okay, so our carry is 1 floor divide 2, which is 0. Okay, then we're going to have to update our results. Okay, so now bam, we store our result, because our result was initially empty string, but now it was total modulus 2. Total is 1. If you modulus 2 by total, that gives us 1. So now we appended that. Okay, next we're going to go over again. Now I is 1. I was 0 before I was 1, so we're now looking at the second elements. Okay, now we're going to compare our digit A, digit B. We're going to get our total plus carry. Total is 2. We're going to update our carry next. Okay, our carry is just going to be 1, right? Because 2 floor divided by 2 is 1. And then we're going to do 2 modulus 2 is 0. So our result is going to get updated. This 0 is going to be added in front of him because result is 0. Keep in mind we're adding to the front of result. Okay, bang, we have that. Then next we're going to do one more time again. So I'm just going to kind of speed right through it, because again it's just the same the same for loop, just looping over and over. So result keeps appending. Again, now this is the last case. Okay, now we have this, and our carry is 1. Keep in mind our carry is 1. So now we're gonna have to append an extra bit with that if statement we kept saying. If at the end of the loop carry is 1, append 1 to the front of results. So we're gonna append 1 to the front of results, and you guys can watch it happen and see it happen. Bam, we have results. So now we're just gonna return this. Bada boom, bada bam, we are done. That is our final answer. That's it for the video, guys. I hope this was helpful to kind of help you guys understand this. See you in the next one.